Chosen one, listen closely, for what you are about to hear is not just another message, it is a divine interruption, a heavenly call that cannot be ignored. God has brought you to this moment right here, right now, because He has seen what you've been enduring, and He can no longer allow you to remain where you do not belong. This video did not appear by accident. It was not by chance or coincidence. No, God Himself has guided you to this precise moment because He is done watching you linger in places and with people that are holding you back. He is done watching you trust those who have no right to your trust and ignoring the signs He has been sending you time and time again. God is speaking directly to you now. They have been fooling you, and He is furious not with you, but with the environment you keep choosing, the people you continue to give access to your life, and the toxic cycles you keep returning to, even after God has tried again and again to pull you out. You've been praying for answers, yearning for clarity, asking God to reveal the truth to you. And now, the truth is before you, sharp, uncomfortable, undeniable. This is not a warning to be taken lightly. This is your final call. You won't hear this again. God will not repeat Himself. You are being spiritually suffocated in a place you were never meant to stay. The very people you've been trying to help, defend, or understand are the same ones who have been laughing behind your back, draining your energy, and blocking the blessings God has prepared for you. And now God is saying, enough, it's time to get out. If you don't move now, the destruction meant for them will spill over onto you. This is the danger you've been blind to, but God sees it clearly. Before we go any deeper into this urgent message, I want you to stop what you're doing and take 3 powerful steps. Hit that like button, subscribe so this warning reaches more of the chosen ones, and comment the number 99. This number is not random. It is a spiritual declaration. By typing 99, you are aligning yourself with clarity, obedience, and divine protection. It's a declaration to the universe that you are stepping out of confusion and into alignment with your true purpose. And let me make this clear. If you are truly a chosen one, something within you already knows this message is meant for you. Your spirit will not allow you to click away from this video because deep inside, you know that this is the confirmation you've been praying for. This isn't just content. This isn't just motivation. This is divine rescue. This is God trying to pull you out of the storm before everything falls apart. If you're ready to hear the truth, to receive the full revelation, stay with me until the end. What comes next might shake you, but it will save you. Now, let's dive into this warning. You may not see it clearly just yet, but hear me. There are voices around you, silent pretenders. They smile in your face while secretly draining your spirit. They are deceiving you, and God is calling you to see it. This is not a vague, distant warning. This is a divine alert specifically for you, the chosen one. You are not like everyone else. You were never meant to simply blend into the crowd, walking blindly through life. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to shine. You are here with a purpose, a higher calling. When you convince yourself that everything is fine, when you allow yourself to overlook the subtle lies, the betrayals, the toxic energy that clouds your judgment, you begin to lose sight of your true mission. You might ask, why doesn't God just remove me from this situation now? The answer is this: transformation starts with recognition. Awareness is the first step to awakening. By revealing that they are fooling you, God is giving you the gift of insight. He is opening your eyes to see the hidden chains, the toxic loyalties, and the destructive patterns that have kept you trapped. And once you see them, you have a choice. You can stay asleep or you can awaken to the truth. So hear me now, chosen one. You are not ordinary. You have a calling on your life, a higher purpose. Don't let the temporary comfort of deceit lull you into staying where you don't belong. This warning is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to ignite hope within you. It is meant to remind you that you deserve more. You deserve alignment with your divine destiny. There is a voice inside you, a quiet whisper, a gentle urging. It may tremble, but it is there, calling you to rise. It is saying, this isn't your home. You don't belong here, yet you stay. Why? Because familiarity feels like safety, because the pain of change seems greater than the pain of staying, because you fear that leaving will bring loneliness, uncertainty, and loss. But listen carefully, chosen one. Comfort can be a silent poison. It wears the mask of security, but it slowly suffocates your spirit, draining you without you even realizing. Staying where you don't belong is like wearing shoes that pinch your feet. At first, you convince yourself you can endure the discomfort, but with every step, the pain grows. Your toes curl, your soul aches. What once seemed bearable becomes unbearable, and with every movement, your journey grows heavier. You were not made to limp through life. You were built to run, to race, to soar. So ask yourself right now, what am I holding on to? Is it fear, guilt, habit, or perhaps the faint hope that things will somehow change? Whatever it is, it's time to let go. Your destiny lies beyond those walls. Your purpose, your calling, your rise, it's all waiting for you outside that door. Pause, breathe, listen. Hear the voice not just within you, but above you. God is asking you, why are you still letting this drain you? Why are you clinging to what is broken? This is not a casual question. It is a sacred confrontation, and it carries the weight of urgency. God will not repeat this message. No second warnings. You've been given time, a window of mercy, a season of preparation. But time does not wait. Life does not freeze. The cycles you've been caught in will not stretch out forever. At some point, you must choose move or stay, awaken or remain asleep, and God is choosing now. He is calling your name, reaching out to pull you from the trap you've been in. This moment may feel heavy. It may stir fear, regret, and even pain, but within it lies the possibility of rebirth, clarity, alignment. Feel the stir within you, hear the call, and answer it with courage. This message will not come again, at least not in the same way. Have you ever felt exhausted? Not just physically, but deep in your spirit, like every conversation, every environment, every person around you is stealing your light, your hope, your power? That's not mere fatigue. It's spiritual leakage. It's energy theft, and God is not okay with it. He needs you awake, alive, and ready because you are being prepared for something greater. There is purpose in you. There is a divine plan, but you cannot step into what God has for you if you are drained, heavy-hearted, and distracted. The world needs the real you. But first, you need you. You need clarity, boundaries, and the strength to re-enter your life fully aligned with your purpose. So take stock of what drains you. Is it certain relationships, those toxic, draining, unmindful connections? Is it routines that dull your spirit? Or is it habits that slowly chip away at your joy? Start today by identifying one thing that drains you, then another. But do not stop until you begin to heal, recharge, and realign. Because God is calling, and He cannot work with broken vessels. Sometimes we misunderstand the true meaning of freedom. We think freedom is comfort, leisure, and the easiest path. But true freedom, God's freedom, is not found in comfort. It's found in the courage to break free from what binds you. It's found in the strength to walk away from what holds you back and step boldly into the life you were always meant to live. But true freedom, the kind that God offers, is often the hardest path to walk. It begins with confronting the truth, breaking free from old patterns, and refusing to repeat the mistakes that have held you captive. And that's when the real awakening happens. You realize you're not free. You've been stuck in a cycle of pain, compromise, neglect, and stagnation, and cycles are cages. They confine you psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. Each time you return to the same people, the same places, the same behaviors, you strengthen the prison. You sharpen the bars. The walls become so familiar that you stop seeing the horizon. You begin to accept limitation as the norm, when you were never meant to live in that small box. But here is the truth. Cycles can be broken. Chains can be shattered. The door is not locked forever. God holds the key, and He is offering you the courage to step out. But you have to make the decision to believe. Believe that you deserve freedom, that you were born for something greater than this endless repetition. Take that step. Break the chain. Claim your wings. Look around you. Who are the people you spend the most time with? What are the spaces you inhabit? What patterns do you allow to repeat week by week, month by month, year by year? The circle you've created, whether consciously or unconsciously, shapes you, defines who you are. And if that circle is built on fear, negativity, or manipulation, it won't just hold you, it will crush you. Break it before it breaks you, not out of anger, but out of self-respect, not out of bitterness, but out of vision. Imagine a circle where every person lifts you up, where every place you go energizes your spirit, where every moment moves you closer to your purpose. This is not just a fantasy. It is an invitation. It is the invitation God is offering you to step into your true destiny. Yes, breaking free may stir things up. It may cause discomfort. It may bring guilt, confusion, or even loneliness. But if you stay, you risk living with a pain that lingers, wounds that fester, and hope that dies slowly. Choose the pain of growth over the pain of decay. Choose the courage to walk away, to reinvent your circle, to trust that God is bigger than your fear. Not everyone around you shares your vision. Not everyone belongs on your journey. Some people are gifts seasonal or lifelong sent by God to help you grow, to nurture your spirit, to hold space for you when you are weak. Their presence will lift you, challenge you, and refine you. But there are others, silent destroyers. They don't always shout or attack. Often, their harm is subtle: a cold word, a toxic attitude, constant comparison, jealousy masked as compliments. They smile with their lips, but their energy stings. They drain your joy, dilute your vision, and dim your light. You may hesitate to see them for what they truly are because it hurts to admit that someone you trusted was never really for you. But God sees them. He knows your heart, and He is telling you to be wise. Discern carefully. Let go lovingly. Don't hold on to people who hold you back. Hold on to those who help you rise. Sometimes, letting go isn't about hate. It's about self-preservation. It's about honoring the calling God has placed in your life. It's about not letting someone else soil your path. Remember, there are divine eyes watching. Not human eyes, but God's eyes. He knows the true nature of every soul that crosses your path. Trust His wisdom. He knows who genuinely cares and who only pretends to care. He knows who lifts you up in your lowest moments and who watches you fall while pretending to help. You may be deceived by the masks people wear, but God sees through them. He sees behind the smiles, behind the words. He sees intent. He sees energy, and He is warning you: trust Him. Trust His judgment, because in the end, your peace, your purpose, your destiny are far more important than social comfort, good appearances, or fake loyalty. So don't be fooled by surface-level kindness, hollow words, or convenient companionship. Measure every relationship against the light of your calling, the fire burning in your heart, the whisper inside you that says, "This isn't for me." When you begin to do that, you don't just survive, you start to walk a path of truth, purpose, and spiritual alignment. Every moment you stay in a draining situation, every time you allow toxicity to settle into your life, you risk losing more than just comfort. You risk losing a part of yourself. You risk delaying, even damaging, and the very purpose God has destined you for. Destiny is not about fate, it's about purpose. And purpose demands clarity, energy, and courage. It demands that you say no to compromise, no to infiltration, no to anything that distracts you from the divine blueprint God has placed within you. If you cling to what weighs you down, you may never ascend. You may never fulfill what God has planned for your life. This isn't just about leaving, it's about protecting what's sacred: your spirit, your calling, and your future. It's not an act of rebellion. It's an act of obedience to God, to your true self, to your higher purpose. If you feel that tug, that inner unrest, that heaviness, that's your destiny knocking. Don't silence it. Don't ignore it. Leave before waiting turns into regret. Stand up, take a deep breath, raise your voice even if only your heart can hear it. Say, "I am a chosen one." This is not an act of pride. It's an act of recognition. Recognition that you are uniquely created, specifically appointed, and deeply valued, not because of what you've done, but because of God's purpose for you. When you speak these words, you declare war on doubt, fear, and stagnation. You shift the atmosphere around you. You remind the universe, and most importantly, you remind yourself that you are not average. You are not ordinary. You are not meant to settle. You are chosen. You are favored. You are destined for more. And as you speak this truth aloud, every chain trembles. Every lie begins to unravel. Every fleeting fear loses its power. Spoken truths carry force, and this truth, your true identity, is the foundation for everything God wants to build in your life. You owe no explanations to anyone, but you owe yourself honesty. Before you walk away, gather your strength, and if possible, speak. Whether softly or firmly, tell those who have drained you, "God is elevating me. I'm stepping into a new season. I won't remain here any longer." You may worry about their reaction. You may question whether this is necessary. But sometimes, words carry what silence cannot: closure for you, clarity for them, liberation for both. When you announce your exit, you're not just walking away from toxic energy, you're walking toward dignity, self-respect, and healing. Let your departure be a declaration of change. Not bitterness, not revenge, but transformation, a shift upward. Sometimes, letting others know that you are moving doesn't change them, but it changes you. It marks a boundary. It declares that you are no longer willing to settle for anything less than the purpose and peace that God has prepared for you. It honors your worth and it clears the way for what God has next. You may not see it yet. You may not feel it. Maybe all you feel is emptiness, fear, and confusion. But don't mistake this for inactivity. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean nothing is happening. God works in the unseen. He builds quietly. He prepares the way behind locked doors, shifting the landscape before you even realize it. And right now, in the midst of the storm, He is preparing something big for you. It might be a season of growth. It might be a new path, a fresh calling, or a new chapter. Maybe it's a healing so deep that when you look back, you won't even recognize your past self. The preparation may be invisible to the human eye, but it is real to the soul. It's the kind that shakes foundations, breaks limitations, and redefines destinies. Hold on to that hope. Nurture that faith. Even when everything around you seems uncertain, remember this: God does not abandon His chosen. He does not forget His promises. He does not erase destinies. What He builds is not temporary. What He creates is timeless. Your waiting is not wasted. It is sacred preparation. You might already be noticing small changes, subtle shifts in your energy, new thoughts creeping in, a feeling of restlessness, or maybe a calm after the storm. That's not random. That's God at work, shifting your environment, aligning people, places, opportunities, and even your mindset, all to lift you higher. This is the sign of transformation. Just like a seed breaks open underground, the soil shifts, cracks, and compresses before it bursts forth into new life. You are that seed. You are in the soil being turned. The pressure is real, but so is the purpose. Trust the shift. Don't cling to old walls just because you're familiar with them. Let them fall. Let God rebuild. What is being rearranged is not random, it's intentional. Everything being moved, removed, or reshaped is paving the path for your next level. Can you feel it? That faint shimmer of hope? That soft whisper of expectation? That's the sign of a rise that's promised, a rise that's ordained. The dark chapters may have been heavy, draining, and painful, but they were never in vain. They were the fuel for your growth. They were the preparation. Your rise is near, and when it comes, it won't be quiet. It may not come the way you expect. It may not come with fanfare or applause. It may come with solitude, clarity, and responsibility, but it will come. God does not promise ease. He promises growth. He does not always deliver comfort, but He always delivers purpose. Get ready. Step into alignment. Raise your expectations. Adjust your mindset, because when the rise happens, you must be ready to receive it fully, fearlessly, and gratefully. There will always be distractions, people who try to slow you down, anchor you to the familiar, or tempt you with comforts that cost your soul. There will be material attachments, relationships, possessions, and routines that whisper, "Stay, it's okay, it's not that bad." But hear this, those whispers are deadly. They are chains disguised as cushions. God is calling you higher. He is asking you to choose destiny over comfort, faith over fear, and purpose over people. The time is now. Choose the path that leads to your highest calling. This is not a rejection of humanity. It is an embrace of destiny. It is surrendering to what is real and eternal. When you obey God, you align with eternity. You align with truth. So do not disobey. Do not compromise. Do not settle. Your time has come. Your calling has sounded. The chains are breaking. The circle is ending. The rise is about to begin. Step forward with faith, courage, and conviction, and claim what God has always meant for you. You may not see it yet, but something powerful is already happening in the unseen realms. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream or a future hope. It is already in motion. Every prayer, every step, every sacrifice you've made has been a part of this divine orchestration. Even when it felt like nothing was moving, God was quietly shifting things behind the scenes to bring you into your season of breakthrough. The delay you may have felt was not denial, it was preparation. God has been preparing you for what's coming, building your strength, your faith, and your resilience. The path that once seemed unclear is now being illuminated. Your heart has been tuned, your spirit has been conditioned, and now, as you prepare yourself for the manifestation of your breakthrough, everything will begin to fall into place. But here's the key. Preparation is not passive. It's active. It's about positioning yourself in faith, aligning your thoughts and actions with what you believe God is doing in your life. Get ready to receive what you've prayed for. Your faith has made the way, but your preparation will make you ready to handle what's coming next. So don't waste time doubting or hesitating. Get your heart and mind aligned with what God is about to do in your life. The breakthrough is not just near, it's already in motion. And now it's time for you to step into it with open arms. You've been waiting, praying, preparing, and hoping for change. You may have envisioned that this change would come slowly, in small steps, with time to adjust. But God is telling you that the shift is about to happen faster than you expect. The waiting season is coming to an end, and the momentum is shifting in a way that will feel almost instant. When God moves, He moves with intention and speed. What may have felt like a long time coming is now speeding up, because the timing of your breakthrough is aligned with divine purpose. This is not about rushing or forcing things. This is about God accelerating the process, aligning the right people and circumstances to bring everything together faster than you could ever have imagined. And here's the beautiful thing. The faster the shift, the more you'll know that it's God's hand at work. When it happens, it will be undeniable, unmistakable, and unquestionably good. What took years for others may take months for you. What once felt like an endless wait will suddenly feel like a flash of divine action. All the pieces will fall into place in ways you never expected. So prepare yourself. Be ready to receive. The shift is coming, and when it does, it will come quickly, taking you to a place you've only dreamed of. Embrace the speed of God's timing and trust that He is moving on your behalf. You may feel as though your life has been a series of twists, turns, and detours. But what if I told you that these detours are just God moving things around? He is strategically rearranging your path for supernatural acceleration. What once seemed slow and uncertain is about to speed up in a way that will leave you in awe. God's divine plan is never random. It is methodical, purposeful, and deliberate. Sometimes He allows delays and distractions to serve as stepping stones to bigger blessings. But know this, you are about to experience a supernatural shift where things will move at a pace that seems impossible. The doors that have been closed will suddenly swing wide open, and the opportunities that once seemed distant will be brought right to your doorstep. This acceleration is not about effort alone, it's about alignment with God's timing and purpose. When God accelerates your path, it's not just about speed, it's about purposeful acceleration. Everything that happens in the next phase of your life will propel you forward, taking you toward your destiny faster than you could have imagined. Trust the process, even when it feels overwhelming. God's hand is at work, rearranging the pieces of your life for an accelerated path that will take you farther, faster, and into your destiny sooner than you ever thought possible. Sometimes it feels like things are delayed, promises unfulfilled, prayers unanswered, dreams placed on hold. You've waited long, and the silence may have led you to question, is it ever going to happen? But God's timing is never late. What has been delayed will now arrive with divine speed. The season of waiting is over, and now the fulfillment of your promises is coming in a way that will surprise you. The delays you experienced were not denials. They were divine pauses, moments when God was aligning everything perfectly for the season you're stepping into. Now, those delays are being reversed. What once seemed out of reach is now right within your grasp. And when it comes, it will be a manifestation that feels effortless and right on time. You won't have to chase it. It will come to you. God operates outside of time, and when He moves, time becomes irrelevant. What was meant to come in years may now arrive in months, weeks, or even days. Your breakthrough is coming faster than you can imagine, and it's going to bring everything you've prayed for right on time. So hold on. The promises that were delayed will now arrive in divine speed. God is opening doors that were once shut, releasing blessings that have been stored up just for you. You will find yourself overwhelmed by the goodness that is about to unfold. It's never easy to walk away from something, whether it's a relationship, a job, a habit, or a place. Walking away often feels like loss, sacrifice, or even defeat. But what you may not realize is that your reward is directly tied to your courage to walk away from what no longer serves you. That relationship, that environment, that situation, it was holding you back from the greatness God has in store for you. When God asks you to leave something behind, it's never without reason. He sees what's ahead and knows what you need to be free from in order to step into your destiny. The courage to walk away may cost you temporarily, but the reward will be far greater than anything you're leaving behind. It's a step of faith, a declaration that you trust God more than the comfort of what you know. The reward isn't just material or tangible, it's spiritual. It's the peace of knowing you obeyed, the joy of freedom, and the anticipation of what's next. The best part is that once you walk away, God opens doors that lead to blessings beyond what you could imagine. Your reward is connected to your obedience, and your courage is the key to unlocking it. So, if you're in a season of walking away, don't fear the unknown. Trust that God is leading you to a place of greater promise. Your reward is on the other side of your courage. Obedience to God may not always make sense. It may seem illogical, inconvenient, or even risky. But when you choose to obey God, you unlock the kind of favor and breakthrough that no human hand can shut. When God opens doors in your life, no one can close them. His favor will sustain you, and His hand will guide you. There's something incredibly powerful about obedience. It aligns your will with God's. It shows that you trust His wisdom more than your own understanding. And when you obey, God doesn't just open doors, He opens doors that lead to abundance, opportunities, and blessings. These are doors that no person, no obstacle, no force can shut. Obedience may be hard, and it may require sacrifices, but in the end, it always leads to freedom and favor. And when God opens doors, they are always positioned to take you to your next level, into the promises He has for you. These doors are not just about new opportunities, they are divine pathways that lead to divine purpose. So keep obeying, keep trusting, and keep stepping forward. The doors God is opening for you cannot be shut by anyone or anything. Your faith will make a way where there seems to be no way. Sometimes we think blessings come in predictable ways, gradual, slow, steady. But God often operates in ways that surprise us. The blessing you've been waiting for is coming suddenly, without warning, and it will hit you in the most unexpected way. You may have been waiting for months or years, but when the blessing comes, it will arrive with the force of divine timing. What does this mean for you? It means your waiting season is about to end. It means that what you've sown in secret, what you've prayed for in silence, what you've believed for in faith is about to be revealed in the most unexpected of ways. When God blesses you, it's often sudden, overwhelming, and unexplainable to the world, but it will be just what you needed at the moment. Sudden blessings come when God knows you're ready to handle them. They come at just the right time when you are prepared in spirit and heart to receive them. Don't think you've missed it. Don't think it's too late. The blessing will find you right where you are. When it comes, it will be undeniable and uncontainable. So keep your faith alive. Keep expecting. The blessing you've been waiting for will hit you suddenly and overwhelm you with God's goodness. Before your eyes see the manifestation, your spirit will feel the change. You'll sense it in your bones, in your heart, in your mind. It will feel like something has shifted within you, even though the external circumstances have not yet changed. This is the work of God's Spirit moving inside of you first, preparing you to handle the breakthrough before it arrives in the physical world. This internal shift is important. It's the moment when your faith begins to outpace your sight. You will sense that something big is coming, even when everything around you seems the same. It's the divine confirmation that your season is changing. And even though you can't see it yet, your spirit is already in alignment with what's to come. Your faith will carry you through this moment. You may not see the results with your eyes just yet, but your spirit is in sync with God's plan. And when the external changes do arrive, you'll recognize them immediately because you've already experienced the shift within. Trust what your spirit is telling you. If you feel the change on the inside, it's a sign that the change is already unfolding in the unseen realm. And soon, your eyes will catch up to what your spirit already knows. As you step into the next phase of your journey, you may begin to notice something powerful happening. The people who were never meant to go with you are fading out of your life, while those who are aligned with your future are being brought into your path. It's not a coincidence, it's divine order. God is removing distractions and positioning the right people to walk with you into your purpose. At times, this process may feel painful. Letting go of old relationships, whether friends, family, or even mentors, can stir up feelings of loss or guilt. But the reality is this: the people who were meant for your past can no longer stay in your future. They've served their purpose in your life, but their season with you is over. It's time to make room for new connections that will elevate you, challenge you, and bring out the best in you. As the old fades away, be open and expectant. New people who align with your calling, your purpose, and your destiny are on their way. These people will not only support you but will propel you toward your next level. They will encourage you to rise higher,